Celtic all but secure the Scottish Premiership title with a first half blitz. Welcome back to Fog Football. Celtic 5, Kilmarnock 1. Case closed. Good night. That was probably the response that Brendan Rodgers wanted. Now he came out in his pre-match presser and turned around and said, I want to clarify my comments. He's 150% staying for next season, just in case you had the fear if you're a Celtic fan. But he wanted Celtic to come out and start strong, and they did come out and start strong pretty much immediately. Celtic on the front foot had a few chances, and then this is where the goals just came from. I thought Greg Taylor, future Rangers man, Greg Taylor, I thought he had a really good game today. Sets up Hatate for the first goal, who just absolutely sticks at top bins. Kind of similar to Declan Rice's second free kick against Real Madrid with a placement on this, but obviously it was from open play. It makes it that wee bit, I'll say it makes it that wee bit sweeter. I think set pieces and open play, they can both have their bit of magic about it, and this was a great finish from Hatate, who I talked about earlier in the Brendan Rodgers video. I was like, a lot of people don't want this guy to start. A lot of people think Hatate's ran his course at Celtic. Well, I'll tell you what, keep banging goals in like this, you'll change people's minds. But 1-0. Then pretty much immediately, Arnie Engels picks up the ball, plays it outright to Alistair Johnson, who fizzes a ball across the deck, and then it falls to Dyson Maeda at the back post because was it Lewis Mayo? He just got the ball trapped under his feet, and it ends up flying to Dyson Maeda with the easiest of back post tap-ins. Now you can turn around and say this is jammy and whatever, but how many times has Dyson Maeda at the right place at the right time? You know what I mean? He's always there. Yeah, and this one, it wasn't really to do with his pace. He was kind of just standing there, but he's a poacher. And he got this goal, and you can't really fault it at the end of the day. Right, then not long after this, Carter Vickers gets the ball passed to him from Liam Scales. He's about 30 yards out, and he's like, well, I'm just going to have a strike. And it flies into the back of the net. Goalie didn't have a Scooby snack what to do here. O'Hara should have been beat from there. I think it's just a good fit. It's not one of those finishes. It's not really placed. It's kind of just a bit of power on it, and it dips and it goes in, kind of deal. Hatate gets the ball to him from Alistair Johnson, and it's 4-0 after the 24th minute, and you're thinking, Jesus Christ, are Kelly going to wake up here? Are they going to step up to task? Well, they kind of do. Corner kick, Liam Donnelly finds Danny Armstrong, who just bends it in. Now, this was I think it was the first 40 minutes, this was the first and only successful pass from Kelly in the first half, which is crazy in the final third. But Danny Armstrong, whether it was a cross or not, it went into the back of the net, and it stopped Celtic in their tracks, kinda. And I know they won 5-1 in the end, but I honestly feel like if Kelly don't score this goal, then this game could have ended double digits. I think it kind of settled the game down. And from Kelly's perspective, they're down at the bottom, they're scraping away, they're scrapping away. They do not want, goal difference to go out the window, and obviously that's what it could have. It's already at the window today. They've lost 4, but it could have been a lot more at the end of the day. Dyson Maeda, Rio Hatate, shot save, falls to Dyson Maeda. He makes it 5-1 just before half time, but then the goal get ruled out. Offside, Adam Adea. And this isn't just a bury Adam Adea show, but Celtic scored 5 goals a day. And he did nothing. He was like an empty jersey up front, honestly. I'm not saying his movement was absolutely pish, because there was times he did alright, but it's Celtic scored 5 goals. Looked like they could have scored about 50, and he didn't look close to scoring any. It's not a good look for a guy that was signed for $9.5 million. Definitely not. Into the second half, I'll be honest, folks, I didn't watch the second half. It's Celtic were 4-1 up. What was the point of me doing that? I did a watch stream. I did a live stream my own. I was watching the F1 practice 3 on in the background, which made for a decent wee watch, absolutely. Which I enjoyed that. And then Anthony Ralston, I seen the goal. He gets it, and just places it into the bottom left-hand corner. Not bad for a guy that's pish, getting more goals than Adam Adea recently. That's for sure. But that's where we'll leave it. Celtic win 5-1. Of course, this has took Celtic to what? What's the gap in the league? 16 points. 15 to play for. Rangers play Aberdeen tomorrow. I wouldn't be too sure that Rangers pick up the result. But obviously, I mean, even if Rangers draw tomorrow, right, it's not mathematically over. But do you think Rangers are going to overturn a 42 goal difference? Something tells me no. And it's like I said, right, last weekend, I think Celtic could lose every game to the end of the season and Rangers still wouldn't win the league. And that's just kind of summing up. That just kind of just sums up the current situation, doesn't it? But anyway, Celtic win 5-1. Title 55 for them is pretty much. I mean, it's not even. I mean, it's beyond on ice, isn't it? You know what I mean? It's there. So shite. But you know, next year, you know the promo graphics and all this. It's going to be the race for 56. I just hope Rangers don't shoot themselves in the foot before the whistle goes. Anyway, till next time. Peace.